WWRR, WWRR HD1, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WYCK Plains, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton. Powered by Mohegan, Pennsylvania. This is The River, 105 and 103.5. This is Music on the Menu on The River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on The River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am, Sunday nights 9 to 10, bringing you regional artists from northeastern Pennsylvania doing their own original music, writing their own songs, recording their own stuff, right here with D.C. Taylor. D.C., good evening.
Yes, Alan, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing just great. And it's always exciting when we get new music. I've said it on this show 100 times over the years. We've got an expansive catalog of stuff going back decades now. Yeah. And we will pepper that stuff into the show frequently. Mm-hmm. All right, take a look at the playlist tonight. Scrolling down here, what we've got. Yeah, we're pretty heavy on the new tonight. But there'll be one or two towards the end of the show tonight that go back a bit. But obviously the thing that's our bread and butter here is just always getting new stuff on for you. And so we got some new music just this week from a band called Portland Frank. We've been playing them on the show here for a couple of years now. Paul Young, the guitarist in the band, he's been a guest here in the studio with us. Paulie, of course, formerly of a terrific band called Panacea, who I absolutely adored and used to write about all the time during my time at the Weekender, and we've been playing them here on the show now, going back to probably 26, 25, 27, a long time ago. And Paulie's latest project is Portland Frank. They've been doing stuff with Brett Alexander, recording with Brett, and this is the latest. It's called Let It Go. Great riff.
Cause it'll only play a part in your demise.
Conversations with the person I envision I can be. When I fall under the surface like the wind, so I can breathe.
What are you waiting for? What am I waiting for? Someone to save the day. So like the wave, why don't you swim to shore? Why don't I swim to shore? My past is too much weight. So break away. I've been swimming in my feelings. When you dive down deep with me to the bottom of the sea, never finding what I'm missing. We hold the light for me when it gets too dark to see you with you. The truth is, I can handle anything with you. With you, the truth is, I can handle anything with you.
Conversations with the person I envision I can be. When I fall under the surface like the wind, so I can breathe.
Why are you on the floor? Why am I on the floor? Nothing remains the same. So time to change. How about you try the door? How about I try the door? Last time I got swept away. So not today. I've been swimming in my feelings. When you dive down deep with me to the bottom of the sea, never finding what I'm missing. Will you hold the light for me when it gets too dark to see you with you? The truth is, I can handle anything with you. With you, the truth is, I can handle anything with you. Yeah, you are what I'm missing. Conversations with the person I envision I can be. When I fall under the surface like a wave, so I can be with you. The truth is, I can handle anything with you. With you, the truth is, I can handle anything with you.
Jordan McGuire here on Music on the Menu, a song called Truth Is. And before that, brand new music from Portland Frank, a song called Let It Go. I mentioned at the top of the show when we were debuting the new song that that's really, I think that our show, DC, has its own personality. I hope it does anyway, its own flavor. And I think that what I've always tried to do, and I said this a couple of months ago at the Kirby Center when I had the honor of with the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I was up on stage, and I kind of spent most of my speech just thanking everybody for their support over the years in my career. But I ended it with I'm not riding off into the sunset just yet. We got
Right.
more great new songs to play and more events to do, and onward, onward we go. And so I see this show on Sunday nights as sort of the archive for the past, because I believe the music that's recorded should live forever. And locally, that's on a show like ours. The present, you know, because some of the artists that go back a long time are still very active, and some of them are up and coming. You know, someone like Gracie Jane Sinclair, who's, you know, on the rise, or, you know, some of the other artists that we play on the show that are relatively new to the scene. And you've got someone like Paul Young, who's a veteran of the scene, but has a new project, and he's also, you know, putting out new songs. And so I see us as past, present, and future, because some of the people that now send us music, I know for a fact, at one point were just listening to the show.
Sure.
And now they've gone on to form bands and write songs and record them. And so, you know, it's really, I've never really talked about it on the air before, what my philosophy is on what music on the menu should be. But it should be past, present, and future. And so that's what we do. And we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to play a couple for you now from a couple of the ladies. It was about a year ago that we did a special show, which I was really proud of, for National Women's History Month. And just the whole month of March, there's a lot of events that go along, you know, celebrating women and women of achievement and empowerment.
Yep.
And we did a show last year, which you could still find on our YouTube channel. And we just did a terrific show of all women. These are a couple of the ladies that we played last year. I want to play for them again. This one's from Celeste Crisano. This one's called Sunlight Gazing.
You like to hear yourself talk. You like to hear. You like to hear yourself talk. reflections past the time. Really wish that dying sun would shine. Sometimes I don't want what's right for me. Devil that you know is the one I miss. Devil that you know is the one I kiss. Crawling on back to my misery. At least I got the devil here to comfort me. Devil that you know is the one I miss. Stalemate, watch me break a promise to myself. Put those rainbow dreams back on the shelf. There are times when I can clearly see it's too hard to do what's right for me. Devil that you know is the one I miss. Devil that you know is the one I kiss. Going on back to the one I serve. Stable in my fear as the outside burns. Devil that you know is the one I
Rose Alimo here on Music on the Menu with a song called The Devil That You Know. And before that, Celeste Cristano with a song called Sunlight Gazing. It's all about the ladies there in that blog. Happy International Women's Month to all the ladies out there. Do you see my iPhone, you know, the music component of my phone?
Sure.
You know, I got so many female artists on there. Everybody from Melissa Etheridge to Sheryl Crow to Alanis Morissette to Carly Simon, Diana Ross, Lady Gaga. I could just go on and on. Stevie Nicks, I just adore. I mean, God, I love Stevie. And so many great female artists have come along in the history of rock and roll and contemporary artists as well. Who are some of your favorite females?
I got a lot of current stuff. I got current and folks who have been around for a while. Florence and the Machine. There's one I played for you a few weeks ago. I said it was really loud hard rock.
Oh, when you were traveling, you heard it. Yeah.
It was. It's Poppy, Amy Lee, and I can't remember the lady, the third lady who's part of that, but it's called End of You, and there's a lot of it's very aggressive, but I like that. And Wolf Alice is fronted by female, I believe. So yeah, I got a lot of newer bands, a lot of newer alternative rock bands on my thing that are a lot of females.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the girls are still rocking it.
They're out there. I mean, Pink is an arena act for a long time now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an arena act.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out there. Madonna. I saw Madonna in concert a couple of times. I love old, like from the 70s. I love some of that old stuff that Cher did. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, and Half Breed, and
sure,
she's a badass, Cher. I mean, she really is. She's not taking any. So, cheers to the ladies. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
All right, let's flip it back to the men here now. I went down to Northumberland about 2 weeks ago. And I saw the We Are Not Alone show, which was the reunion. We had them in, DC. We had Aaron Fink and Mark Kaplasky in as guests talking about it. Yep. We announced the show on your show.
Yeah, on my afternoon.
On Drive Time.
Yeah.
So I went down. I did a podcast about it if you want my recap on it. But it was just great. It was just a great night. And I talk all about it in detail for 20 minutes or so on a podcast I did, which you could find on the Facebook page, Music on the Menu, Alan K. Stout. Music on the Menu on Facebook. So if you want to hear a little wrap-up of that show, go there. Aaron was there that night, obviously, with the band. This is from his last solo project, his cover of Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down.
I got the sad eyes of an idiot, the wrist of a type of oblivion, on the road to the skill, caricature in the night, while taking pause for redemption. I'll take no pity on myself. I hold the cards of an idiot for all the suffering I dealt. And I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm exactly where I is. I'm exactly where I want to be. It doesn't matter where it is. Felt like swallowing a rain cloud, so I come in to catch a buzz. I'm a master of postponement. Keep her up when there was. Feel like offering a refund. The self-work I never did. Been making payments on my last breath. Been messing up since I was a kid. Blaming everything on someone, or something I don't understand. Maybe all that I've been asking is for myself in the hand. And I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm exactly where I is. I'm exactly where I want to be. Doesn't matter where it is. Feel I'm listening to reason. Get lost reading in the hum. Rewind life back to the future. To see what is but never was. Pay no mind to distinctions between the hundreds of selves. Fold my hands like an idiot, blind to all my own tales, while betting everything on someone, or something I can't understand. Maybe all that I've been asking is for myself to lend a hand. And I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm exactly where I is. I'm exactly where I want to be. Doesn't matter where it is. I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm exactly where I is. I'm exactly where I want to be. Doesn't matter where it is.
Jung Burgo here on Music on the Menu with a song called Exactly Where I Want to Be. Before that, Franklin House, little reggae vibe for you with Driving All Night. And before that, Aaron Fink with his cover of the Tom Petty classic, I Won't Back Down. Just keep the music rolling with a new one. We just debuted this one for you a couple weeks ago. We're going to stay with it for a while because we dig it. This is Gabrielle featuring Hardy Boy with her song Believe.
Blood as your lipstick, I miss your kisses. Wearing my necklace, our love was endless. Mind of a stoner, wish I was sober. Pour me a glass, 'cause I finished last. Do you believe in life after love? I think I lost control. Tell me the truth. So kiss me in the sunrise, tell me with your lying eyes we fit just like a glove. Never give it up. I know what you're doing, who you think you're fooling, building up a false hope. But I know you've always been a cheater, selfish cheater, spinning up a web of lies and dope. I ain't had enough yet. Smoke me like a cigarette and crush me out, light me up and burn me down.
Gracie Jane Sinclair here on Music on the Menu, a tune called Dangerous. Before that, Cass and the Bailout Crew with a song called Burn. And Gabrielle featuring Hardy Boy with a song called Believe. We talked at the top of the show about what our show is, past, present, future. There's some of the younger musicians out there in northeastern Pennsylvania making music right now. Gracie and Gabrielle and Cass and the crew. Love it. Love it. Love the fact that the young people are out there writing and recording music and doing great stuff.
Nice.
Let's keep the music rolling here with Billy Lieback. We played a cover before of Aaron Fink doing a Tom Petty tune. This is Billy Lieback doing an REM tune. This is Driver 8.
Walls are built up, stone by stone. Fields divided one by one. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We've been on this ship too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can't reach our destination, still a ways away. Saw a tree house on the outskirts of the farm. Power lines have floaters so the airplanes won't get snagged. Bells are ringing through the town again. Children look up, all they hear is sky blue bells singing. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can't reach our destination, still a ways away. Way to seal the hated heat. Way to put myself to sleep. Way to shield the hated heat. Way to put myself, my children sleep. Piloted this song in a plane like that one. She is still in faith on the go until crusade. Locomotive 8, Southern Crescent, hear the bell ring again. Fields the wheat, they're looking thin. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We've been on this ship too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver 8, take a break. We can't reach our destination, still a ways away. It's still a ways away, still a ways away.
I often think back on the times when the whole world was yours and mine. And I wonder if we'll meet again somewhere down the line. We had a time I won't forget. No hard feelings, no regrets. We had a love I hope I find somewhere down the line. I've been saving every moment, every whisper, locked away safely in my mind. Holding on to dreams I've had of you and me in time, somewhere down the line. Mistakes along the way. I'd like to change it all someday. I hope second chances come in time, somewhere down the line. I never knew what love's about. You're the one that showed me how. I hope someday you'll leave the past behind, somewhere down the line. I've been wondering, I've been hoping that you're thinking maybe you've been feeling the same way. But I guess that time will tell the story of our life, somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line.
I've been walking this line too long, feet dragging through the same old song. The clock keeps ticking but it feels stuck, every minute screaming I've had enough. The walls are closing in too tight. I'm done with shadows stealing my light. I've had enough, enough of the noise, enough of the games, enough of the toys. I'm breaking the chains, I'm calling the bluff, I'm done with it all. I've had enough. The mirror lies with the crooked grin, telling tales of places I've never been. I'm tired of chasing what I can't see. It's time to find out who I'm meant to be. No more running, no more doubt. This fire inside is burning now. I've had enough, enough of the noise, enough of the games, enough of the toys. I'm breaking the chains, I'm calling the bluff, I'm done with it all.
Crash by Morning here on Music on the Menu with a song called I've Had Enough. Before that, Kevin Reagan with a tune called Somewhere Down the Line. And before that, Billy Lieback taking a shot at REM with a song called Driver 8. This is Music on the Menu. We're here every Sunday. We're here from 9 to 10, and we play local artists singing songs, writing songs, recording songs, sometimes playing other people's songs, but that's all right if it's good. We play that too.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, and we appreciate everybody tuning in and opening your ears to some new music. Leaving now, as I always do, with the Badleys. This is from Amazing Grace. It's called Long Good Night. We'll catch you next week.
Situation, and you knew you had to roll. Yeah, you knew you had to roll. I feel it under your conscience, pulling at your skin.